Script. Welcome back. Today we are looking at process string with special operations too. Script. Let's get right into solving today's daily challenge together. Script. If you get stuck at any point during this explanation, leave a comment down below and I will help you out. Script. Here is the problem description, but it has a lot going on, so let's break down the core rules visually. Script. We start with an empty result string, and anytime we see a normal lowercase letter, we just add it to the end of our result. Script. If we encounter an asterisk, it acts exactly like a backspace, deleting the very last character we just added. Script. A hash symbol takes whatever our entire string is right now, copies it, and pastes it right onto the end, doubling its size. Script. And a %sign simply flips our entire current string backwards. Script. After processing the whole input sequence, our ultimate goal is to find the specific character sitting at the 0 indexed position, we will call k. Script. This sounds incredibly easy to just build step by step until you look at the constraints. Script. Because of that doubling operation, our final string could be massively huge, way too big to ever actually store in memory. Script. Since building the string forward will immediately crash our program, we have to start from the end and trace our target position k backwards to its origin. Script. First, we do a quick, lightweight forward pass through the instructions just to calculate what the final length of the string will be without actually building it. Script. Once we know that total final length, we immediately check if our target k is even within bounds. If it's too big, we just return a dot. Script. If k is valid, we read the instructions from right to left, logically undoing each operation to track exactly where position k came from. Script. When we undo a deletion asterisk, it means the string used to be one character longer, so we add one to our tracking length. Script. Undoing a reversal %sign means our target k was mirrored, so we subtract k from the total length to find its original spot. Script. Undoing a doubling hash means the string was half the size. If k was in the copied back half, we shift it into the front half. Script. Finally, when we undo adding a letter, we check if it lands exactly on our current target position k. Script. If it matches, we have traced our character all the way back to when it was first typed, and we instantly have our answer. Script. Here is the full Python code implementing this backward tracking approach. Script. Let's trace a simple example to see exactly how this reverse logic shifts our target position. Script. Imagine our string is a, hash, b, %, and we want to find position 1. Script. Our first forward pass safely calculates that the final length of this crazy string will simply be 2. Script. Going backwards, the last operation was an asterisk, so we undo it by increasing our tracking length back up to 3. Script. Next is the %sign. Our length is 3, so position 1 flips to position 1, staying the same in this specific case. Script. Then we see the letter b. Our target k is 1, but the length is 3, so b is not our target, and we shrink the length down to 2. Script. Now we hit the hash doubling. K is 1, which is in the second half of our length 2 string, so we shift it back to index 0 and halve the length. Script. Finally, we see the letter a with our length at 1. K is now 0, which perfectly matches the end of our tracking length. Script. So we immediately return a, completely avoiding the need to actually build out the giant string. Script. Let's quickly look at the performance of this strategy. Script. The time complexity is order n because we just do 2 simple linear passes over the instruction string. Script. The space complexity is order 1 because we only store a few integer variables like our length and target index, no matter how big the output gets. Script. As for edge cases, if the target position k is larger than the final calculated length, the code immediately catches that at the start and safely returns a dot. Script. The main takeaway here is that whenever forward simulation risks blowing up your memory, always check if you can mathematically map the final state backwards to the start. Script. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping it, you can grab it over at leetcodeunlocked.com using the link in the description. Script. As promised, here are the full solutions in other languages, starting with Java. Script. Here is the Java version, taking care to use a long integer for the length to prevent overflow. Script. Next up, here is the C++ version using the exact same backward tracking logic. Script. And finally, here is the complete solution written in JavaScript. Script. Just a quick note before you go. I am experimenting with this faster, more visual format for the videos. Script. Since this channel is narrated by AI to help me generate these guides instantly, I really rely on your comments to know what works and what doesn't. Script. If you found this helpful and want to support my goal of covering every Leetcode problem without annoying ads, consider donating at the link on screen. Script. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get your daily streak done early. Keep coding, and I will see you tomorrow.